Chapter 18. The Elephants in Council. Perform enough experiments. The Elephants in Council unfolds in a vast jungle where a group of elephants faces a shared adversary, a mischievous and cunning python. The elephants gather to hold a council, aiming to devise a strategy to address the constant threat posed by the python. After thorough discussion, one wise elephant proposes encircling the python with a thick, impenetrable barrier of thorny vines to restrict its movements. The idea garners approval from the assembled elephants until a more cautious member raises a critical inquiry. Who will encircle the python? The realization dawns that implementing the plan involves confronting the python directly, a perilous task fraught with danger. Recognizing the gap between the conceptualization of the plan and its execution, the elephants decide to perform enough experiments. They opt for a series of small-scale trials to test the effectiveness of the thorny barrier without risking direct confrontation. Through these experiments, the elephants learn valuable lessons about the python's behavior and the challenges they might face during the execution. They refine their plan, incorporating the insights gained from the experiments, and ultimately, a more practical and safer approach emerges. The cautionary tale of the Elephants in Council now not only underscores the challenges of turning ideas into actions but also highlights the significance of performing enough experiments and learning from them. The elephants showcase the importance of practicality in decision-making by combining strategic planning with a thoughtful approach to execution. 1. Identification of a problem. The elephants recognize a common adversary, the python, as a constant threat, prompting them to convene a council to address the issue. 2. Proposal of a solution. One wise elephant proposes a solution, encircling the python with thorny vines to restrict its movements. The idea is met with approval, indicating an initial acceptance of the proposed solution. 3. Critical questioning. A more cautious elephant raises a crucial question: who will encircle the python? This moment highlights the need for practical considerations in the potential challenges in executing the plan. 4. Realization of the execution gap. The elephants realize that implementing the plan involves a direct confrontation with the python, posing a danger that wasn't initially considered. This realization emphasizes the gap between planning and execution. 5. Decision to perform experiments. In response to the challenges, the elephants decide to perform enough experiments. This decision reflects a strategic shift toward a more cautious and informed approach before executing the original plan. 6. Learning from small-scale trials. Through the experiments, the elephants gain valuable insights into the python's behavior and the challenges they might face during the execution. This learning process helps refine the plan. 7. Refinement of the plan. The elephants use the insights gained from the experiments to refine their plan, incorporating a more practical and safer approach to address the threat posed by the python. 8. Emphasis on practicality in decision-making. The cautionary tale emphasizes the importance of practicality in decision-making, encouraging a thoughtful approach that balances strategic planning with a thorough understanding of potential challenges. The thinking technique of performing enough experiments is integral to the fable, guiding the elephants toward a more informed and practical strategy to address the threat posed by the python. All life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better. Ralph Waldo Emerson. The elephants demonstrate the significance of experimentation in problem-solving. By embracing a practical and iterative approach, they are able to develop a more effective and safer strategy to address the threat posed by the python. The fable underscores the idea that experimentation is essential for learning, adaptation, and ultimately, success in overcoming challenges. The distance between dreams and reality is called action. Machiavelli. The only source of knowledge is experience. Albert Einstein. Experience is the teacher of all things. Julius Caesar. An experiment is a question which science poses to nature, and a measurement is the recording of nature's answer. Max Planck. The best way to have a good idea is to have lots of ideas. Linus Pauling. Experimentation is the essence of the scientific method. Claude Bernard. In the beginner's mind there are many possibilities, but in the expert's there are few. Shunryu Suzuki. Science is the systematic classification of experience. George Henry Lewis. The way to get good ideas is to get lots of ideas and throw the bad ones away. Linus Pauling. I am always doing that which I cannot do, in order that I may learn how to do it. Pablo Picasso. In the beginner's mind there are many possibilities, but in the expert's mind there are few. Shunryu Suzuki. Without experimentation, a willingness to ask questions and try new things, we shall surely become static, repetitive, and moribund. Anthony Bourdain. Do not be embarrassed by your failures. Learn from them and start again. Richard Branson. Experimentation is the price of progression. Nicholas Thompson.